Just all around.
And we're live. 3, ready? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to week 5?
Week 5.
Week 5 of International Flappery League. Tonight's just gonna be full of surprises. I'm Tyler Leha, and this is...
I'm Paul Stanton.
You're Paul Stanton?
Apparently.
I've been lied to my whole life. All right, then. Well, tonight's going to be full of surprises, as I said. We have 4 teams? 3 teams? 4 teams. 4 teams fighting for the number 4 clinch seat.
Oh, sorry. 3 teams. Sorry.
Okay. See, we don't know what we're doing here.
No.
We're just trying to... we're making this up as we go. So we have 3 teams battling for the coveted number 4 seed during the playoffs. It's between the... Now, which teams are fighting tonight?
We have the Legion, the Franchise, and Chef. Legions are favored, with Franchise coming in at close second and Chef right behind them.
This is going to be very close. I mean, as both Legion and Franchise are both, 1-4? With Chef being... Let's take a look here. Team Chef is 0-5.
Legions are 1-5, and the Franchise is 1-4.
1-4. So I mean, it's going to be very tough out there, especially for these 3 bottom league teams. But that number 4 playoff spot is going to mean the world to this team. How are they going to fare, though? How are they going to fare in the playoff matches against these teams?
I think it's really going to depend on who gets in. I mean, we've seen the Legends have a great defense, but have a lot of offensive problems. And we've seen both the Franchise and the Chef really struggled, but have started to develop some new techniques that could be really useful.
This is true. Now, the Legion and Franchise, if I remember correctly, they stick to a power flappery.
I believe so. They stick to a fairly classic power.
So could you explain what that exactly means to me?
Basically, power flappery is flappery that does not include getting the duck in the air. It doesn't include many TBMs. It doesn't include many ham sandwiches, except for on defense. It's mostly just pushing the duck and trying to get it between them.
That is very... I have seen a lot of that, especially with Sam Friedman and James Anderson. I believe those are the 2 top turkey bacon melters. They could work at Subway. They're that good. What are your thoughts here tonight with Sam Friedman and James Anderson? I believe they're going head-to-head.
I believe they are going head-to-head, and I'm really not sure. Last time, Sam Friedman won by the barest of margins, but I think this time, well, not to be biased or anything, but I believe the Chumbawambas have learned some important lessons, and they may be able to come back tonight.
They have. Now, do the Chumbawambas have any key important strategy techniques that they're going to take advantage of the flap attack? Or are they just going to go all out full of surprises?
Well, those are the team secrets, wouldn't they?
That is very true. That is very true. Me being part of the franchise, I'm not going to divulge any secrets, and I'm going to stay unbiased, however difficult that may be. Very difficult for those who don't know.
So, as part of the franchise, how much do you think your team's chances depend on the matchup between Chef and Legions?
You know, with us beating Chef last time, in over-composure, mind you, it was very difficult. I mean, we had a great chimney, great left chum, and myself as right chum. Not so great. I mean, we did better than any other game we had played before. We really went at it, and we're starting to slowly take advantage and veer away from the power flappery into this new form of turkey bacon melts. So it'll be interesting. We are really relying heavily, though, on beating Team Chef so that they cannot advance. But we're also relying on Team Chef to beat the Legion. So it's kind of a win-lose situation. We want to win, but we want them to lose. But we want them to win and Legion to lose, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
It does. I think you have a very challenging play if the Legions win against Chef, because that'll mean you have to win a doubleheader, which will be fairly hard to do, I think, especially since you're going up against Jaybirds.
Correct. I believe the Jaybirds are going to be probably the roughest competition we've seen since we faced them last. That is not true at all. We're going to crush the Jaybirds. I'm sorry. That's a little too arrogant. I digress, though. We do rely heavily on these two matches. I mean, we have to sweep this doubleheader and pray that the other teams go head-to-head. Legion winning maybe one, and Chef losing. Just we want them to lose. I mean, that's kind of the key here. But at the same time, we need a strategic win-lose situation. So, I don't even know who's all playing tonight. I guess I should have taken a look at the schedule. So with our first matchup tonight, it's actually going between. We're actually going to play it by ear tonight. It's supposed to be Team Chef versus the Legion of Legends, but there is rumors. Now these are just rumors, correct?
Just rumors.
Just rumors. Okay, that franchise, in their gracious humility and just everything that they are willing to switch the first match and the second match so that franchise and Jaybirds will play first so that Team Chef will get here in its entirety. Granted, these are just rumors for the now being. We'll likely see how this plays along as time goes.
Looks like we're going to do Chef versus... no, we're going to do Jaybird. No, we're going to do Chef versus Legion first.
And we have James Anderson trying to make a decision here as to who's going to be playing first. James?
Who's going to be playing first?
The Legion of Legends and Team Chef.
We have it confirmed from James Anderson himself that Team Chef and the Legion of Legends will be playing first tonight.
Ricky cannot be ballyhooting that one.
There is a bit of an error upon our markup sheet here. It's showing that one of the mob mates or thugs will be ballyhoo for his own game. I don't know how this quite works.
He's going to have to really want it. That's for sure.
I mean, how can you keep time and play time?
Yeah, you just try hard.
That is very true. You do nothing but your best.
And it says here that you were constabulating that game, James. Any thoughts?
It's been said that way before.
We are not trying to back you into a corner here.
Yeah, we'd have to walk a few feet for that to happen.
That is very true.
Have to be very intentional about it.
That is also true. So with the first match being Team Chef and Legends, Legion of Legends, League of Legends, LOL. Either way, we're going to laugh our heads off.
I think we are.
What are your predictions for this matchup?
I think it could go either way. It really depends on the game Chef brings. Depending on how much they learn from their match with you guys at the franchise. If they got a good offense, they've got a decent chance. If they're still playing the way they have been playing, then they don't have so much of a chance. The Legends will run over them with their power flappery.
This is very true. Now it looks like I'm reading here from Flappery himself, or itself, I apologize. I don't believe Flappery is an inane human being. But it says here, a win by the Legion eliminates Chef from playoff contention, and a win by Chef eliminates the Legion. So either way here, there's going to be a lot of eliminations going on. Chef will play then the franchise. A win by the franchise eliminates Chef, and a win by Chef forces the franchise to beat the Jaybirds. So it looks like the franchise has two opportunities here to clinch that last playoff spot.
I think it would definitely be into the favor of the franchise if Chef was to win, because that way they would have to win their toughest match against the Jaybirds.
This is very true. We do need the Chefies, those blasted Chefies, as I've heard from several mob mates of mine, that they do need to go down, and they will pay. So it looks like we're getting ready to start here. We're going to wrap up this pregame show. I'm Tyler Leha, and this is my co-host,
Paul Stanton.
We're signing off. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in match 1.
Hey, turn on.
And then
Yeah.
click. Yeah.
Yeah, we got him, Goochberg.
We got him, Goochberg.
This is Mason Landis, and
You can just call me Goochberg.
The greatest person you will ever meet.
all right, so we have Mason Landis. You can call me Goochberg, and the greatest person you'll ever meet. I'm sorry if it's hard to hear, but the anticipation is riveting right now. We have Chef versus the Legion of the Legends. The constable will be James. The ballyhoo will be Ricky/Sam. And we are your commentators, the Jaybirds.
You're away, dog. I mean, I don't know more to say to you.
Ricky is crying to the constable.
He's very mad. He's. Can we turn the camera?
Okay, where is it?
Hey, the Legion is complaining that they've never been home off, so you guys sit down first.
So we have a complaint, and it got to the refs, apparently.
It probably doesn't affect
The constable
Go have fun. Just go have fun.
is encouraging them to have fun.
I don't even know how you
So large.
remember a
Sigh
fact.
of disgust.
6 out of 5 games.
Yeah, I don't even carry a gun.
No, like, I swear, he said 4 to 6 games. We've only been home once.
Yeah,
Doesn't even make any sense. How is it 4 to 6?
4 to 6 games he's only played once. Think about that for a little while. Roll that around in your noggin.
Makes you sit, it makes you wonder.
Makes you wonder. Good call, Abby. I mean, the greatest person I'll ever meet.
This just in, Team Chef is now Team Jeff.
Wow.
Oh, we have a
Change of name. Just. Was it just for this game? I don't know.
Hard to say.
hard to say.
I'm guessing because they got Tyler Jenner.
Yeah, probably have something to do with the Jyler Tenor edition.
Yeah.
It's scratch that. It's yeah. Their name's yeah. Right now, I'm enjoying a wonderful blueberry dum dum. I'm sorry for the delay, folks, but there is lots of complaining happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right, okay.
Alright. Okay.
Put your flaps down.
Alright.
It wants them to put
Wait, did we pray? Did we
Hey,
pray?
James, we didn't pray.
Pray?
Yeah, sorry.
That's close.
That was
That's my fault.
that was a close call.
Okay, prayer on 3. 1, 2, 3. Prayer! Father, thank you for this day you've given us and the opportunity to be with each other, first and foremost, and be united. And I pray that the blood would be kind and not fierce and hateful, and that it would not be hateful.
Amen.
And Lord, I just ask that we could find a way to give you glory with this in a way that's not selfish.
Amen.
And that we could grow out of this. And I thank you again for Steve. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah.
I thought
Amen.
when he said be with each other, I thought he said abuse each other.
I was thinking the same thing, Abby.
That's my
I mean, the greatest person I've ever met.
yeah.
Flaps
The
down.
name.
Cross. Stop.
Oh, and we are off, folks. Nitch starts it off strong with a beautiful turkey bacon melt for a wallop.
Flaps down, cross. Stop.
Oh, he's going for it again.
Look at him.
But a good disallowage by Jesse Friedman.
Jesse said-
Just kidding.
he
It's
said
pronounced Friedman.
Friendman?
Just kidding. This just in. It's pronounced Friendman. Oh, Tyler versus Ricky. These are two steam engines.
Ricky won more.
We have Steamboat Ricky
and steamroller Tyler Jenner,
AKA Tyler.
a.k.a. White Chocolate. Oh, Ricky Manning, also known as Mickey Ranning, sizing up the competition. Oh. And power flappery does not work. Ooh. Make a wish.
It's a big birthday.
Jesse does a disappointing turkey bacon melt. If I was to buy that turkey bacon melt, I would ask for a refund. Niche Woodmancy just scored another wallop. Hey, Mr. Sam Friendman, what is the score?
2-0.
We are at 2-0 in favor of the Legion of Legends.
Four minutes.
There would be 4 minutes total in the rest of the game, or at least this composure.
Yeah, that was close. It's good. Good call.
Disallowed.
A good disallowage by Niche Woodmancy, also known as Witch Nudemancy.
Z4.
Oh, Z4 done for.
This just in. Say something, Z4.
Yeah, say something. I'm giving up on you.
Say something.
Seriously, say something, Z.
Z, we need you to say something. Say something. You've been waiting this moment your entire life. I'm totally
Just say one thing, Z.
You guys just do it for dinner.
Just say, Blue told me to remind you. Just yell it out real quick.
Let's do it.
All right.
Blue told me to remind you.
Yeah. This just in from Z4. Blue told me to remind you.
Sam, is that 3-0?
Oh, here, Z4. Give this to your dad. It's 6,
And the
but
score is now 2.
I'll get you more someday. That's literally
It would be so hard with this, Steve.
It hasn't been like
2-3. We are at 2-2, folks. Sorry for that break. I just got a taco.
In favor of the Legion.
3-2 in the favor of the Legion of Legends.
I don't know which is which.
This is mine.
I don't know if you can.
I've been cool with your dad.
I'm gonna get it last time you asked.
Anyway, sorry for this abrupt stop in
He's gonna go
talking.
backside.
Oh, Ricky Manning and Tyler Jenner fighting for the duck. Oh, and that's a wallop by Andrew Eaton. Totally set up by the wonderful play of Tyler Jenner.
This is
No, I know. Mine says shrimp.
oh. Just in.
Another wallop for Andrew Eaton, also known as Andrew Ayton. Andrew Ayton. Andrew! Another turkey bacon melt by Andrew Ayton.
Andrew Aiden's just going ham.
Yeah, he's going. He's going. Hash browns. Zephyr, are you staying? Sick.
Stop. 1 minute. 1 minute.
We have a minute left in this composure, and Den Bavidsaver is being replaced by Zach. Just kidding. Both are gone. Yeah. In the immortal words of whoever said or nah first, or nah.
Was that disallowed? Paul said it was in.
A wallop by the Legends.
Cross.
What?
Niche. Okay, I'm sorry.
Witch Nudemancy getting after it. They don't have any peach, trust me, I already ate them all. They have blueberry or strawberry or watermelon.
You can bring down the whole thing. Strawberry.
Cross. Stop.
Oh, Nitch and Eaton are. Oh, Eaton! Oh, he's raining turkey bacon melts. This is a delicious storm. The Legion is eating them up. Another turkey bacon melt, but this one was completed by Nitch Woodmansey. What a wonderful chef. It's not Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
My bad. Make that
16 seconds.
6.
6 with 16 seconds. This is an intense composure, folks. That's a wallop by Andrew Eaton, also known as Andrew Ayton. This is what we play for, folks.
Right here. The
Oh.
struggle.
Nitch Woodmansey. Oh, wallop! Persuasion.
That would make that 9-6.
We are at 9-6, folks, I think.
Flaps down. Cross. Stop. Time.
And time has expired, leaving the Jeffs. Their name messed me up. Team Jeffs.
Team Jet.
Team Jeff
Jet.
as victors in the first composure.
So apparently Z for my dad said Z for
Feedback.
Z for what?
he said Z for can come.
Cody?
All right. Yeah. Someone, just go over there.
Hey, can I stop this, James? Should I stop this or?
Hit stop it. Yeah. Just mute it.
Yeah, mute it.
Turn off the slide broadcast.
I know how to. We are back, folks.
Team Chef, take your thuggery over here. Legion of Legends, take your seat. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I think the thing is, I already said that, so what I said was a paradox.
They need to obey orders.
Yeah. They're just slow. Sorry, again, I have some issues with words.
We are inside a building.
And May Sante is back.
Just lit a french fry on fire and ate it.
Did he literally light it on fire?
Literally tried. I don't know if it was successful.
That is a uncommon thing for a actual human to do. This is not. This is real life. I would like to share with you.
I feel about 5 years old. A dum-dum and a balloon. And I'm okay with it.
I never even had it.
You like that balloon? Yeah. I'm sorry for the lack of commentary, but I am enjoying a delicious burrito with shrimp, rice, beans, some sort of sauce. Although I feel like I've been through 8 bites and there has been no shrimp. This is rather disappointing. I think your dad ordered the wrong burrito. Your dad.
That sucks, dude.
It's okay.
You should really
James Anderson is profusely apologizing for something.
Ames Janison.
What exactly, we will never be sure. Well, I guess
Only
we.
James will know. Only James and God.
Yep, and possibly the 6 players.
Disallowance for Jenner.
Oh, Jenner with a beautiful disallowance.
5 minutes.
Sam, can we get a score? Score?
Nobody's scoring.
Okay, cool.
It is 0-0 with 5 minutes left. And I have found my first piece of shrimp in this burrito.
Yes.
Approximately 280 seconds left in the game.
Holy crap, man, that was some good math.
For Jeff.
Jeff has a wallop. They are on the board. Hashtag scoreboard.
And 2.
2 wallops for Jeff.
Sure.
We all kind of want Jeff to succeed this match, being that they have not won one yet. Andrew is playing inspired flappery right now. And I am eating a burrito.
4 minutes.
Like to see it try.
Andrew Eden is on fire. Someone call 911. Because Andrew's burning on the flappery floor.
He's basically burning the Twitch alley. He's burning the alley at us.
Turns out, I've been taking all of the medication that you can't take to do this.
I am not a Svengali.
I'm pretty sure I would know if I was a Svengali.
No wallop.
Little to no wallop.
Would you know if you were a Svengali?
Oh, I would totally know.
Solid try for dislodged by torque. But
Yep.
no cigar.
Amen, Abby. I mean, the greatest person I will ever meet.
Ricky said no.
Can I show you my new ringtones?
Not yet.
I told you about them, right?
Yeah, you need to show me those. I need lard, stat. Oh, wow.
I'm going to get some H2O.
They're on the board.
I agree with everything you say, Abby. I just remembered there was cheese in that burrito. Ben David Saber.
That's my name. Dude. Okay, so I have a question.
Jeff is far surpassing.
What water fountain does not have buttons on the sides?
Oh, I hate that. Isn't
That
the worst?
one, right there.
That one.
Doesn't have. Oh, you're right.
Really makes me mad. I just kind of came up and went,
Good observation, Ben.
and there was nothing there. I
You know
know.
what makes me mad?
That's disappointing.
You know what? I was gonna drink that.
Yeah, I didn't even want water now.
Why'd you knock the drink out of his hand? He was gonna drink that. I am so peeved right now. I have never been this mad before.
Oh, it's one.
Oh, another wallop fight. Jeff is coming back from a brutal loss to the Jaybirds last week. And they were in what has now been dubbed the greatest flappery game of all time.
Seriously?
1 minute left.
They lost that game, so they are itching for a victory. But Torque with a
Sandwich! And James is going crazy.
James is running in circles with joy. That was a beautiful ham sandwich to wallop ratio.
He's flying on rooftops.
Yeah. Well, what street is he on? He's flying on rooftops.
That's the best line.
No, the best line is here. Cam!
Hi, Karen.
Karen.
Hi, Karen. Me and Karen
Got folks, the coolest people. I mean, person in the entire world just walked in.
the coolest guy is here to stay.
Yeah. Another wallop by Andrew Eaton. How many by Andrew Eaton?
Eaton.
Composure. Or game, just game.
Another one. We're at 12-2.
Andrew Eaton has 18 wallops on the game.
What?
He is vastly dominating the wallops. Oh my gosh!
make
He's
it 19.
raining wallops!
Make it 19.
Oh my gosh! He has 19 wallops in the match.
Put him on
The
my
score of this
fantasy team.
composure is 13-3.
Yeah. There we go.
Wow.
And the time has expired, leaving Jeff as victors. They have won their first game. We have witnessed history. Amen. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Andrew spikes the ball with excitement. What a wonderful story.
Now, one question to think about when you're done watching this. Would you know if you were Ace Bengali?
That is the question. Call us back. He said, "Get that corn out of my face."
franchise is now taking their positions in their battle against the Jaybirds. They are now unifying their thuggery, scooting in. They may not be on the edge of their seats, but I think that we all are.
So, Johnny, would you like to introduce to us who, in lieu of the franchise, is replacing Robert Beck?
What?
Our stand-in on the franchise?
Yes. Stand-in on the franchise is Ryan Marble, a photographer who's here today with virtually no prior flappery experience. It'll be interesting to see how he does in his debut IFL game.
Yeah, it's very surprising. The thing about flappery is, people say, some things are easy to learn, hard to master. I would agree with flappery, but I still say that even the newbies can do really well.
I think so.
I mean, last week we had a newbie, Noah, show up, and he just allowed a ton of times, scored 2 wallops on his own, even just as a left chum, and he was outstanding for just a day one, convert. It was great. It was great.
Of course, it's important to remember in this game that the Jaybirds have a 5-1 record, while the franchise have a 1-4 record. So it's really the Jaybirds game to lose.
Yeah, I mean, franchise came back last week, and they held out, and they got that win. They got that win against Chef.
Yes.
So, and that was a bitter fight to the battle. So we know franchise is willing to go the measure, but we just don't know if the Jaybirds are going to give any room, which looks like they're not already. Starting things off, excellent disallowage. Tyler from the mid. You can even see they're trying to rotate the duck to get those TBMs, not just on chimney.
Definitely.
It's very unique. Helps bring out the player aspect versus just making it an all chimney game.
And it makes it harder to defend against.
Oh.
Spent some contention over that last wallop, or not a wallop.
Or lack thereof, yeah.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
A thud has now been
issued on Ben David Saver.
Yes. This is the franchise time to break out.
Oh, tight fight. Very tight fight.
Break out indeed. Oh, yes. Excellent defense on behalf of the...
maybe just the movie, but he's got to be careful with that. His buttocks are fixed to the thuggery there.
That's true. But it's a good show of effort.
Yeah. Excellent. He's very eager to get his elbows on that duck.
Yes.
Pardon me on that.
Hand snap.
No. Oh, there we go. Rolling it, doing great teamwork. Rolling it to the middle.
See if they can get this ball. Oh, disallowed.
Wow. Tyler's got that pop, but it didn't seem to have enough power in that one. He needs to.
No, not enough height. Yeah.
Ben, you exhibited great thugmanship.
Guns back in.
It's important to keep in mind that thuds only last for a total of 26 seconds.
Bringing it up to mid. Way far over.
Too much power, overcompensating.
Yeah, that's something that really is hard. It's really hard to judge, and that is a skill that you cannot pick up right away. It takes time.
That's what separates the great teams from the teams with 1 win.
Oh, very close, very close. Just outside of 10.
Just outside.
We got a ball game here, folks. We're a duck game.
James Emerson commenting on
the state of this duck game.
Undeniable.
Sorry about that, Chair.
Of course, when duck are game, that's a good sign that you're duck hunting.
Oh, excellent.
So,
yeah, I mean, to quote Jeremy Woodsey, we grab our guns and go duck hunting.
Yes, very true. But it's important to keep in mind which team is the hunter and which is the hunted.
Oh, yeah.
I think in this game, it's clearly the franchise on the hunt. Everyone is now crossing their arms to see how they cross their arms.
Some debate over. I mean, personally, Johnny, I don't grab that left arm. I like to slide it under.
I think I do that too.
I feel like it gives me some little extra effort on those TBMs, but people play different, and that's what keeps the game interesting.
As long as they maintain orthodox position, I think it's fine.
Oh, wow, excellent disallowage. I mean, you can.
Couple unintentional ham sandwiches.
Why unintentional?
I sincerely hope they have paused time.
They resume. Valiant effort, that pullback.
Mm.
Oh, close to deniable. It doesn't seem to get that spin on it. A little tricky.
Yep.
I also want to bring up the duck tonight. I don't know if it's reference, but some people aren't too satisfactory with this duck. But I think this is new, and I think it's good. Maybe it changes things up and see how the players react.
Yeah. Although this late in the season, I'm not sure how welcome changes are.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at any point, changes are. Many people are going to call them detrimental. Many people are going to say happy. It's just towards those who are in their favor.
Chef was definitely happy.
Yeah, we were pretty pleased with quite a few of them. Excellent wall around the edge for Andrew Johnson.
Wow, impressive. Those are not easy to get.
No, those are. I mean, it takes some serious skill to roll that over the shoulder.
Definitely.
So I like the skill there.
Fierce battle. Grabbing for the duck, pulling it back.
Gets to roll it away. He's ready to
Gotta get a lot of height. Too much.
Something to work on is also from duck direction is left or right. Who's gonna be able to come out. I mean, you can see Ben is quite a defender, and he'll get some disallowages if you allow him to even get a TPM over on that side.
Wow.
The wall for Glenn Silver Jaybirds.
This is definitely a game that favors the tall, but we've seen players like Ben really assert themselves as dominant players despite that.
Oh, tries to get the Santa in there. Nice sneak move. Andrew Johnson picks it back. It's blocked. Oh, keeps it in play.
Wow.
Excellent.
Excellent defense. Pulling it back.
Oh,
a wallop.
Excitement. First wallop. That was amazing. That was excellent execution.
Yes.
To it as far.
A wallop in the first composure of their first game is very excellent.
I mean, he took his time, and the loft is good. Undeniable is what you want. You want that good loft. And
it's perfect TBM.
If he can do that again, I mean, I think that franchise has a really good chance here.
I think so.
Oh. You may see some interesting hand signals.
Wallop.
Some interesting hand signals from the constable with placing his hand in the middle of the duck, and it was just something that they decided to do. It really helped as some players were overreaching on the duck.
Yes.
It made it almost impossible to get your elbow on it. It really contended.
I think this makes it a much fairer start.
Yeah,
or stop to each play.
Yeah. Jaybird still rolling out those TBMs. 6-3 Jaybirds. A little tight. Leha looks right. Tries to get the pass off. Too much. On
TBM.
Aggressive pullback. Oh.
Seems that the Jaybirds have it.
Nice.
No. In possession. Oh.
Almost tries to get a roll. Yeah. He's trying to get that there, and just a little more.
Almost lost it.
And, yeah. You gotta be careful with those Santas.
Yes.
It's real easy to separate yourself from the table there.
Violent start.
Time is called.
Time is called right before the final shot.
Jaybirds take first composure.
And I think we were going to pause the broadcast till the return of the second composure.
And we are returning here, folks, to the field of play.
Second composure, franchise against the Jaybirds.
They have been swapped. TVMs are over and out. Too much loss.
The Jaybirds won the first composure, so it's critical for the franchise to assert themselves in this composure.
Oh, disallowage. Excellent disallowage by Johnson. Whoa.
I think the theme of this game has been unintentional ham sandwiches.
Yeah, very unintentional towards people who usually aren't playing.
Yes.
Which just, brings great spirit of flappery. Ham sandwiches to all. Leha is struggling on that reach. And just, maybe something needs to change, and you can't seem to stop it.
Would have been interesting to see them change up the who's the chimney and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, some teams, flap attack and such, and I can say for Jaybirds and Chef, you know that who your chimney is and why they're there. So, but we don't know. Maybe a shift to Johnson might be useful. I don't know.
I think that could be valuable.
There you go, Ryan. There you go. Come on, take it.
A wrestle for the duck in the middle.
Wow.
Very vicious. Pulls it away.
Prolonged.
Oh! And yet,
I think that was a betwixt.
Yeah.
Twiction on the line for the Jaybirds.
Excellent.
I'm gonna be your other side guy.
Cool.
Can I take your chair?
No. You can't take my chair. No, yes. They're taking my chair.
Not the one that's under Johnny, but the one that's
Yes.
next to him. Johnny owns all those chairs.
They're all my chairs. All the chairs are mine.
Yeah.
I am the chair king.
2014 Johnny King. Chair king.
Of course, when I'm sitting on a chair, it becomes a throne because I'm the chair king.
That makes sense. Things to talk about when nothing's happening exciting. How Johnny is chair king.
Again.
The duck. Trying to get that elbow in there.
Again, great struggle for the duck at the beginning of almost every play. It's a dynamic of the game that you don't see as often as I think would be good, and I think the change of form for the constable is a big part of that.
Yeah, it really helps to. If you notice, you're getting a lot more help from the chums here to help that ball out because they don't really have that huge advantage, and so that helps. It brings that team aspect in.
It's very split between the two.
Very excellent. It's still very one-sided game. Jaybirds giving it to Ben, lofts it over easy.
Just over 3 minutes remaining in this composure.
7-0.
It's not looking good for the franchise.
And the TVMs are just rolling. This is a landslide. It's quite.
This is a massacre.
Yeah, it's bad to watch. One over on top of another. It's just a waterfall flowing over Leha's head here.
We've seen the hunter become the hunted.
I mean, there's no. I don't even know if there's a hunt going on here. I think the prey has been slaughtered. And it's getting cooked right now.
It is being feasted upon, first by the young and then by the old. I actually don't know how that applies, but
9-0, 2:30 remaining, approximately.
And another wallop.
10-0. Definitely some destruction going on in Leha's face. But those pullbacks, I mean, you can tell that Jaybirds are not going to change their strategy here because
why would they?
There's nothing to change. You don't need to change anything. And I'm not
it's a strong strategy that's giving results.
I mean, you do what works. And if it doesn't work, then you think about it. You analyze it. You say, hey, maybe change things up. But if it does, if it's working, you just roll with it.
The Jaybirds have the second best record in all of Flappery, and they're proving why they have that today.
It's a little tricky. I mean, we can just tell some of the it's hard for some of the lower league teams to compete up. And, you can see the uniformity and the matching shirts and headbands. You can tell that they are coordinating excessively. Since the other team is very collective mob of casual floppy players who are
Without doubt. Even to the fact that one of their newest players is the newest player in Flapper.
Yeah, straight up added just a few hours.
13-0.
Make that 14.
This will be the first ever shutout in Miracle history.
Yeah, this is big. I mean, franchise not getting wallops
It's
at
an
all.
epic defeat.
Unless something.
Rejected.
Hoping for something to happen, but
I thought that was going to be a wallop.
I want to see the franchise score a wallop, but I don't know. Maybe you want to see this? You want to see this shutout happen? I don't know.
At this point, I'd rather see history made than a massacre turned into an unhistorical massacre.
I mean, I guess at that point,
We're in hysteria.
I guess at that point, you're just adding poison to your death. You're just slowing down, and you're not gonna win. You're just too far.
Yeah. 15-0 with 19 seconds remaining.
So. Yeah. I mean, I'd go for history. Oh! Broken. The shutout
has been broken.
By once again our newest player.
Ryan Marble.
He's been very excellent. Probably, I would say, so far best on franchise. I don't know.
Which is a sad statement for franchise.
Yeah. I'm almost wondering if they should, I mean, it's a little too late now, but I think they should put a chimney.
I think that would have been worth it.
I mean, Lejas has got that physical experience, but, I mean, we're seeing great stand-up.
Marble's been their top scorer, I think.
Yeah. Once again, just getting dominated.
7 seconds remain.
6 seconds.
6 seconds remain.
16-1.
16-1 ish. I don't know what that means.
I was hoping for that shutout, or I was hoping for a good fight, but neither are happening. And I don't know. It's kind of disappointing to see that either one happen. And I would hope for a good game by franchise,
but it does give the franchise a little bit of dignity in their defeat.
To go out and know that they fought hard, they went well, and they gave it everything.
They scored.
Yeah. Their effort was not unrewarded.
Yes. And really, who could have expected that the franchise would beat the Jaybirds in this matchup?
Yeah, I mean,
it's unrealistic. And the composure is called.
Jaybirds have won.
16-1.
Okay. Here to record the opening and the excitement and the chatter from the teams.
Good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tyler Leha of the franchise. Joining me is, well, no one actually. I'm by myself right now. That's quite depressing, seeing how I'm the only member of the franchise here right now. The other one went to go get a drink. The other one is not here. And, well, our fifth or fourth one, he's at work, unfortunately. So, getting ready for this third match tonight, we're going to watch the Chumbawambas play the Flap Attack. It looks like we're in our pregame warm-up with the Chumbawambas. This is a rather long warm-up, but whatever gets the team spirit going. That is right, Andrew. Excitement is in the air. Now we have the Chumbawambas going up against Flap Attack tonight. With Flap Attack undefeated, both teams have clinched a playoff spot. Flap Attack standing at 6-0 and Chumbawambas standing 4-2. This should be a great match tonight as we have Sam Friedman and Johnny Woodbury for Flap Attack here tonight, two powerhouse players. But with the Chumbawambas, we have quite a full mob. We have Cameron Carver, James Anderson, Tatum Landis, and Paul Stanton. And it looks like the mobs are getting ready to sit down here tonight. Should be an excellent game. But James Anderson sitting down as the, well, I guess not sure yet. Some great color coordination going out as it looks like most of the Chumbawambas are wearing red tonight except for Paul Stanton. Apparently he did not get the memo in time. That's okay. I'm being reassured by Tatum Landis that they have bracelets. Cobra Kai, anyone? With the Chumbawambas, we have James Anderson sitting down as the chimney, Cameron Carver as the left chum, and Paul Stanton as the right chum. For the Flap Attack, we have Sam Friedman as chimney, Johnny Woodbury as right chum, and Bethany Thielen as the left chum. This should be a great match tonight. Getting the ballyhoo ready, constable ready. It looks like we're getting warmed up here and ready to go. We have Andrew Eaton as the constable and Jesse Friedman as the ballyhoo scorekeeper, and Mason Landis as the timekeeper. With an immediate shot out in the nether. Some scuffle out in the thuggery. James up in the air. And ball is out of play. Joining me now, I have Andrew Johnson here to speculate.
Hello. It's good to be here.
Oh, and it is out.
Hey, we're on the board.
It hit the ceiling, and James is not mad, and I quote, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. And James with the wallop.
I was thinking, what if we called him for a overly hasty stop? No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Got some trifle here on the alleyway.
I'm sorry for being such a double standard user. There's a lot of personal growth. There's a lot of personal. Yeah, I use those. There's just a lot of personal growth. I have.
Well, you can throw the most losing, so.
Stop.
Oh, there we go.
And a wallet for Johnny Woodbury. Tatum reassuring the Chumbawambas to have fun, but to kill the flap attackers. Flap attackies. Oh, and it is too high.
I realized that I'm not pressing charges.
That is the sound of a warm, I take that back, that is the sound of a cold, refreshing Arizona iced tea.
If only we could get them to sponsor.
Oh, and James Anderson with another wallop.
So is it 2-1-ish? 2-1. Did we not score there? Yes. You scored there, but you didn't. Yeah. We scored the other time, but no, I mean, it's 2. Yeah, I mean, it's about. It is 2.
Looks like the score is 2-1 in favor of the Chumbawambas during this first composure. James Anderson with the duck again. It is up in the air, and Sam Friedman with the disallowage. Beautiful work by Sam Friedman.
Sorry, James, you're cheating a little there, dog. What am I? Time out. You just push it when you push my hand back. You're right. I should
Have a long discussion on the field of play as to what is going on. Johnny Woodbury going for the TBM, and it is successful for the wallop.
If you have more room to move, it's probably not going to be grand enough. I understand. I'm trying to be better. Stop.
James is going at it here with Sam. And a wallop for James Manderson. For those of you who don't remember, as me, as the host of tonight's show, I have absolutely no idea what I am doing. And neither does my co-host Andrew Johnson. And another wallop for James Manderson.
It's Ames Janderson.
Or as I'm being reassured by Mason Landis, Ames Janderson. I will have difficulty saying that for the rest of my life. We love you, Fabio. Stay classy. San Diego.
We all like throwing that alley. Yeah. Play it again.
Oh, and Cameron with the wallet over Sam's head. Because I'm a goofy goober, yeah. Oh, and James with the disallowance. That was beautiful. It makes me want to cry.
James Anderson said he wants it.
Ames Janderson said he wants it. He's really going at it tonight, folks. Oh, with another disallowance. Beautiful by Ames Janderson. It's like we're getting the thuggery unified for the Chumbawambas.
22 seconds till.
James is fighting for it, but Sam seems to have control. Oh, and a wallop for Sam. There is a lot of bias in this game as the flap attack has gone undefeated. Everyone is really pulling for Chumbawambas to take them out and give them that L. And a Santa for the Chumbawambas. What a sad day. Christmas has come early. Johnny Woodbury. Oh, and Cameron with the incurred wallop on himself. Tatus in the background spinning around saying, you've got it, you're good. Could I commentate? James Anderson with the attempted turkey bacon melt, but it is out due to hitting the roof. Looks like we have a tied game here in the first composure with flap attack against the Chumbawambas. Getting ready here for the second composure. That was a really tough match between them. They fought for it, they wanted. James with some beautiful disallowages. Sam with some great turkey bacon melts. But that roof just did not want them to have it.
And to be honest, neither did I.
It's very easy, actually. Stay classy, son.
Wait, why is it still live if they're not actually playing?
It's transferring into the second composure.
Oh, who won the first?
A tie.
No way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So there's a threat of going into over composure now that the first composure has been tied. And if they go into over composure, that just means it goes a lot longer. It makes my job that much more difficult.
Not for that, man.
Looks like we have a substitute of Tatum Landis for Paul Stanton, unifying the red on the Chumbawambas. With Melissa Manning stepping in for Bethany Thielen as right chum.
Nice.
Hey, let's fix this table.
Johnny Woodbury seriously got some major war paint going on, which I believe to be permanent marker. I'm told this is permanent marker on his face.
Down. Cross. Stop.
Sam Friedman with the duck. James really going at it. Ooh, and it is out. James asking for a warning for standing up from the thuggery. And a justice period incurred by James Manderson.
Take that duck from me. Punish them. Cross. Stop.
They're really fighting for the duck here with Johnny Woodbury for the wall.
Yes. Yeah, what's the time, sir? Stop. 0. You're in.
And a wallet for Sam Friedman.
You're back in. Alright, you see that, sir? 3. Yeah, I forgot we looked at 3. Justice period there. Yeah, you don't want us to be a lead. This is the lead in justice period. So, eyes down. Cross.
James Anderson with a major turkey bacon melt that misses the goal. Rumors tell we would not like James Anderson when he is angry.
Oh yeah!
Shimming the duck out of Sam Friedman's hands. Or the wallet. Flop attack is leading here 3-1. Oh, and a wallet for James Anderson, causing Sam Friedman to fall backwards in his chair. Here to commentate on that, Andrew Johnson.
No words necessary.
That is very true. It was very plain and simple. And James Anderson with the disallowage. Beautiful work. Sam Friedman with the duck. I'm being told it was out. Out by inches. We'll call this one first and goal. Hammering with the turkey bacon melt. Oh, and a ham sandwich. And a wallet for flap attack due to a Santa. I believe that's what the official call is.
You're a stupid person!
James Anderson with the duck. One for the turkey bacon melt. He really wanted it because he got it. Score is all tied up here, 4-4. I take that back. The score is now 5-4 in favor of the Chumbawambas. It ships for one.
If it fits, it ships. Take that to the post office, just be like, it fits.
Looks like we are unifying the thuggery.
What's the times? We have 2:16. Okay, next thing.
2 minutes, 16 seconds left in this composure. And a wallet for James Anderson.
I'm sorry.
Cameron with the attempted wallet, but a disallowage.
See, it doesn't matter where it's at. He's got to be there.
Oh! And an attempted swing at that duck. I believe in baseball, they call that a swing and a miss.
I love Taylor Swift. And whoever else.
Mason.
Did you draw that skeleton in your face? That's what
James really wants it because he got it. Oh, and a Santa for the Chumbawambas. really see a difference in the spacing.
It's the amount of spokes. This one has more spokes than the others.
Like less books.
Understood. You are unfairly losing.
Who's playing the music? Shakira, Beyonce. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Who left? Who left? I think he left. I'm not sure. Oh, and flap attack with the duck. And a wallop for flap attack. The score is 9-5 in favor of 9-5 in favor of the Chumbawambas. Looks like that they're gonna take this composure. James, his worst enemy tonight is the ceiling.
Those ones. The red's more.
Who's this?
I'm no Peggy.
And a disallowance by Tatum Landis.
I'm no Peggy. It's a good brand. For 150 bucks.
I said no. Yeah, not today. I want to, guys.
Tatum with the duck.
Nice.
And a turkey bacon melt.
What's in my notes? It's a fabulous.
And it looks like we're finished here in the second composure with the Chumbawambas taking this match. We have one more composure until we hit over composure if they tie up. The composures are 1 for the Chumbawambas, 0 for the flap attack, and 1 tie between them both. Stay tuned as we enter into this third composure. Keep the matches entertaining.
Feel free to make up calls for the flap attack if you feel that the breaking orthodox is on camera and you might take you through the whole game. I don't like those games where people complain about the ejaculation. You have to set Alright, we're starting up, Doc. 1, 2, let's go! Let's get it! Let's get it! Let's get it!
Do you have a adapter?
It's in my bag. I don't have a wall adapter. Actually, I do. It's in my bag.
I have 3% left.
My keys are on the counter.
Okay, I might get it in a second. When's the next game?
After this game.
Are you gonna lose that afterwards?
Okay, but you can still be worse way.
Looks like we're getting into this third composure here.
Ready, sir? All right.
We've got Bethany Thielen in as the left chum. And we're keeping the Chumbawamba's original or second composure lineup. James Anderson with the duck. Getting ready for the turkey bacon melt, and it is in. The Chumbawambas need to win this composure in order to finish this match and give the flap attack a loss. Looks like flap attack are coming back with another wallop. The score is now 1-1. And another wallop for flag attack, making this now 2-1.
Are you secretly naked?
Oh yeah. Even though it says, you know, Mountain Dew right on the side.
It's fair. It's fair enough observation.
Mountain Dew.
James Anderson with the wallop over the turkey bacon melt, causing Sam Friedman much stripe in his chair.
You still need to get cheap.
Looks like James Anderson really wants that duck, but Sam Friedman denies him of his birthright. Oh, and Tatum with a beautiful disallowance hitting the ceiling. Ooh, and it's out. Good attempt by Sam Friedman for that turkey bacon melt.
2:58 left.
2 minutes, 58 seconds left in this composure. James Anderson really wants that duck. And it's in. What a great score by James Anderson. James Anderson really wants this duck for him and his mob. But Sam Friedman denies him of that right.
I'm not saying this about Can I take a break? This is not my survey rewarded. I just want to say
Score is now 4-3 in favor of Flop Attack.
No, you guys could do that. You guys are doing that, and I'd say that's fine. Okay, well, game on. I'm not stopping you guys.
And James Anderson says, game on.
Stop.
He really wants that duck. And a turkey bacon melt for James Anderson.
What is the score?
The score is now 4-4.
Okay, my
And James looking for that extra TBM, and it is in. Score is 6-4 in favor of the Chumbawambas. Correction, the score is 5-4 in favor of the Chumbawambas.
All right, you're fine. I'll have fun time.
Paul Stanton pacing back and forth.
This is a really intense game.
This is a very intense game. James Anderson.
Mob mates to win this one.
Oh, that ceiling is just James's nightmare tonight. What do you say, Paul?
I don't know. He's just developed so much power, and his TBMs are. It's hard.
Maybe a little bit more accuracy. James arguing his own law, it sounds like. Tandem Linus with the turkey bacon melt. There's a lot of bacon in the air tonight. It's making me hungry. Cameron with the tuck. And a wallop for Cameron Carver. James is crying in the chimney seat. What is going on with James Anderson tonight? Score is now 7-5 in favor of the Chumbawambas. James Anderson wants that duck, and it is out.
Oh, he's doing the shimmy shake. Yeah! She just got eaten.
James Anderson with a disallowance, only to take out his teammate, calling a discernment break to figure out what is going on. We have a 30-second discernment break going on as James talks to his mob.
You should make sure. You can buy them online. Yeah, like you're saying, when you get turkey bacon milk. They're like, flaps down. Yeah, we got a tight line. What's the score, sir? What's the time, sir? You are at 14 seconds.
14 seconds left in this match. Score is, Abby, 7-6 in favor of the Chumbawambas. And Sam Friedman with a wallop, tying the game up 7-7. James Anderson wants that duck. And a disallowage by James Anderson.
A second?
1 second left in this composure for the Chumbawambas to win the match.
Single one without it, it's over. Yeah, one Mississippi, it's done.
This could go either way, ladies and gentlemen. Either way. Or no way. And they could just tie and go in over composure. And the composure is over, late. We are going into over composure. No, we're not. Just kidding. Oh, thank God.
I just want to go and hug my mom right now. I just do. Wow.
Stop.
They just get me to beat us. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, teenage boys and teenage girls, and all you 20-somethings of mixed gender, welcome to number 4 match of the number 5 week of the number 1 International Flat Free League. This is the last match. I already said that, didn't I? I inferred it. Well, what are the prospects of tonight's match right now, Tatum?
Well, it's looking pretty heated. I mean,
They played each other last week. And we clearly all know how that happened now, don't we, Cameron?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tyler and those shoulders, man, they can't be argued with.
You can't argue with them. You can reason, you can run, but there's not far to run.
You can't hide.
But I think there's a new dynamic in this game.
Don't look him in the eye.
You know, this morning I would have picked the franchise every time, but after seeing Chef play the Legion of Legends today, I think I'm going with them. That's my pick.
Yes.
And what a story for the underprivileged Team Chef. They've
had multiple different thugs coming here.
Such heartbreak all season long. We could go on a litany of things that have gone wrong for this really just this poor mob who has rallied in spite of it. They signed at the beginning of the season. They signed Nathan Hill. They signed Joel Spear. Neither of them show up throughout the season.
You hate to see it. You really do.
It's not something you want to see.
But tonight, we have Tyler Jenner, or
Tyler Jenner.
Tyler Jenner.
And that looks like a betwiction / normal wallet for Andrew Johnson. It's a battle of the Andrews right now. We see these two they're really revelations. Maybe not so much Eaton, as he is an apostle and one who has seen many things not seen by others at certain times. And historic moments. But he's only been at the first game and fourth game, and really his mob has just suffered cruel, sadistic experiences without him around. And it's been tough, but now he's back. He seems to be the spiritual leader of his mob, and he is making a statement. He seriously just pasted the Legion of Legends all over the thuggery and alley in the first match of the season. Andrew Johnson, seeing how much time he has, goes for it. A possible betwiction by Eaton, but
unlucky.
That's
You
going
didn't
to be
even
a
see it
Santa.
coming.
Paul, take me through what's going on the sidelines for Team Chef right now.
On the sidelines, well, it seems to me that it's all coming down to whether or not they win.
Paul, you are as astute as you are handsome, which is very. We see the new mercenary for the franchise, that is young Ryan Marble, a solid 18 years of age, very young for this league. I don't know.
I'm 14.
I know. It was, I don't know. What I was
4 years
supposed to
older
do.
than me.
It's just one of those things. And now the flap cross. Eden getting that one from Johnson. And Johnson! Oh, Johnson disallows in a way that was emphatic. Now they're going for it again. That'll be Eden getting that. Eden gobbles it up. And Johnson is just unable to do anything about that turkey bacon melt right there. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'll take the fries and that and nothing else. That was scrum. Eden with just a botched turkey bacon melt there. And they're really having sort of a bachelor party over there.
Solid is allowed by Ryan.
Ryan Marble getting in on the scrum there.
Bachelor parties without the bacon are never any fun.
And we're gonna have Ben run scores and stuff for us. Tell us we need someone to, you know.
Nice, Drew. Nice.
It's like,
Thank you for knowing how to throw. Cross down. Cross.
Mason Landis is constabulating this iconic match. And Eden makes it 3-2. Just kind of like correspond, get time, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. And now a hard-fought flap cross. It's just a wrestle fest. Eden takes his time, waiting for that rollback. There's just no answer to that one.
No, not answer.
3 minutes remaining.
This
None-
3 minutes
no
remaining.
answer.
This guy has refined his art, and he is going to be tough to beat in the postseason if he makes it that far. Okay. Now, the winner of this match is going to take the number 4 seed in the postseason. With that number 1 seed, they will be playing the number 1 seed. And that number 1 seed is going to be the 5-1, 6-1 Flap Attack. Having won their head-to-head match against the Lander Saber Jaybirds, the Flap Attack clinched their number 1 seed a week earlier, having beaten them in the first week. Now, Tatum, you've spoken with the franchise quite often in this pregame. What was the word that they were kind of wafting around? Well, if you could sum it up in one word.
Win.
Win.
Win in heart.
Win in heart.
They want to win with heart.
And
They want to put 100% of their heart on the line.
in this possible last game of the season, will this be the final composure that Andrew Johnson plays his chimney? Will he be replaced by Tyler Leha? Or will we see a surprise in Ryan Marble?
I don't know. If Ryan shows up again, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty solid.
Yeah.
It could really be. It could be anyone at this point.
Seem to have a stalemate.
And Johnson gets that one. Oh, Eden went for that Santa there.
Whoa! Oh, but not enough. Not enough.
Simply not enough. It's really an interesting experience when that chimney does pull that duck back, because you see the other chimney standing out of the thuggery, and it's interesting how some do that, and some get called for it, and some don't do it, and don't get called for it. But it's interesting because if you really look at it, it seems like all the chimneys tend to do that. So we'll be more attentive to that. And now we're taking another flap cross. Paul, do you have any color for this commentary? As the Santa is heavily dropped on the lap of Andrew Eaton.
Well, Andrew has added an entirely new dynamic to this game. I feel that if he had been here for more of the season, we would have seen a very different lineup of wins and losses.
And are you referring to Andrew Eaton?
Andrew Eaton, yes.
Okay. I'm told that is 9-3, possibly going on 10-3 in favor of Team Chef. And they really have pushed people around tonight. After really being the tormented mob all season long, they are just tormented?
Tormented.
Yeah.
Completely.
Tormented completely.
Tormented.
They are rolling down their sleeves and saying, "Boy, you get over here. You're about to learn yourself a lesson from me. And get that corn out of my face."
That cord has been flying all night.
Yep. There is a punishment going down, unleashed by Team Chef. They are a bunch of pizza-killing duck smashers. Oh, and looks like Ryan Marble will drop that one down on the line. A bit of frustration at the presence of a green balloon, which seemed to haunt them mystically. Oh yeah, I'm sure that static was really affecting you.
I believe that is no green balloon, but the Arby's blimp.
Doug, I don't care what you do, just to have fun with the game.
I believe that is no green balloon, but actually the Arby's blimp that is going over Flap Stadium. They're providing aerial coverage. Unfortunately, their camera was knocked out.
The franchise has hunted Ben Davis for so long, but now he sinks a green. Oh, looks like maybe a betwixion there. I mean, I'm no judge. I'm no judge. Don't ask me. Okay. I don't know, man. A betwixion? I would give him a betwixion. I'd say, what the heck. Mason Landis issues a stern rebuke and exhortation to Andrew Johnson, who seems to be and Andrew Eden, who seem to be struggling to maintain the magnetic field between their buttocksies and their thuggeries. And I've been told the hysteria has started. Paul, just take me through the temptation that it is to remove your buttocks from the thuggery.
Well, I don't know, those seats are pretty uncomfortable, and sometimes after a long composure, you just want to stand so bad. But you can't stand. Because if you stand, you'll get in that thud, and then you're going to have to sit down for longer.
You heard it here from Paul. You're going to have to sit down for longer.
You have to pay for what you did.
And also, in other words, the chairs are uncomfortable to sit on. It's better to squat. Oh, and there's just really no answer besides just a gargled, strangled yelp from the franchise in this first composure. But I have to say one thing. We have eaten our words. Whoa, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that pun. I didn't mean to say that. That was a pun, an accidental pun. I was going to say we have eaten our words, the announcers in this IFL season, by talking down a mob. And that's something we want to do with the franchise. We saw last week Johnny Woodbury saying that with the Chumbawambas of Mesa, I quote, "A good thug, a good mob does not make." And you could tell the Chumbawambas took that one to heart. And so we do not want to have that happen to us, or them, or really anyone.
Yes, we wish that on no one.
Ever. Hey, someone want to get Jesse Friedman?
No, Jesse!
Jesse Friedman.
No!
Jesse! Tyler Jenner discussing with his mom mates just, the intricacies of when you kind of, with your elbow there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he's just kind of, they're thinking about it. They're taking this to heart, and I think they want to savor the ride.
What do we want to do?
Jesse, take me through that first composure and just your thoughts, just as a man, what that was like.
Just as a man, I think it was important. I think we came back, and I think that was important after losing 5 in a row. I think we can finish the year well, and theoretically, even though we might finish the year 2-5, we have a shot to win the championship. I plan on beating Flap Attack in Game 1.
Jesse, your words are inspiring and moving,
impactful.
They will never be
They
taken back.
impact us to move, inspire.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse, you just go out there and have fun.
Have fun out there. Just have fun out there.
Ryan Marble, could I just chat with you for a second?
Come on down.
Ryan, will you be playing Chimney in the second composure?
I don't know yet, man.
Do you know what a chimney is, Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Ryan, how has your transformation as a thug been?
It's been great. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's been okay. It's been a little rough, but I made it.
If you could sum up what your mom used to do in one word that doesn't say the word win, what is the word?
Dominate.
Dominate. It's not just win, folks. It's dominate, spelled with a T. Not really. Well, okay. Like not dominate, like dominate. Oh no, dominate spelled with an A-H.
I don't know.
D-A-H-M-A-N-A-T-E. Paul, what's it going to take for the franchise to win in reality?
Well, when you look at dominate and you look at the breakdown of that word, you've got dom as in bomb, and you've got innate, which means built in. So what they've got to be is they've got to be a built-in bomb.
Yeah.
They've got to have a bomb built into their system.
Are we talking kamikaze here? Is this blast going to take them?
Well, kamikaze comes from the Japanese roots, divine wind. So if it's going to take a divine wind to get their duck over into that
alley, then that's what's going to take. And speaking of divine wind, Cameron, how is the weather shaping up on the side of the franchise right now? Well, let me think. Looks like it's gonna storm. And you heard it here. There's a storm of ruin. And is that a good storm, or just like an eschatological storm, or just really sort of a storm? Is it raining over there?
I can't tell yet. There's definitely some lightning.
All right.
There yet, I don't know.
And it looks like the onus is really on the home mob to sit down and just really get this second composure going. This could be the end of the IFL regular season, kids. Ryan Marvel is just contemplating such a short-lived destiny. He's been in this league for 3 composures, and it could all be about to end right now, but you got to be thinking free agency next year. Is he going to get that #1 draft pick? Paul?
I think so. I really think so, maybe. That's a definite possibility.
Depending on what he does in the offseason, honestly.
Yeah.
And who he talks to, who he knows, and what he picks up.
Yeah. This really is a social sport, you know. You got to have the right ends. You gotta.
Off season is everything.
Off season is everything.
If you let yourself get lost in that haboob of corn.
I mean, today's match doesn't even matter because it's not the off season.
No.
This is irrelevant.
This is totally irrelevant.
This is President Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Yeah, the winner goes to playoffs. All right, the winner will enter the playoffs. The loser will be sadly pushed to the side like a rotten piece of malted luggage. Corn. But that's just the nature of the league. We saw the Legion of Legends be eliminated tonight. You hate to see it. You know, you wish they could all make it, but
what a great triumph of competition. What a great triumph of competition. You know?
I love that competition triumphs.
Yeah, that's why we do it. That's why we're here. And, you know, not everyone can be a winner, as much as you'd love to. You can only be one winner.
Or 4. Within the respective mob. Yeah.
No, can I add something about one of the mobs?
Yeah. Boomers never die. All right. Mason Landis saying the code word "Boomers never die" was the rallying cry of the Chumbawambas in the last match. That's something that we'll comment on for now. Hit him. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Chumbawambas adopted a new color in their uniform.
Right.
You know, regardless of Paul and his lack of red shirt, we are one.
I would say that it's something that does blend. I mean, decently. We probably should have him in the middle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta give. I mean, you don't have to give us credit. You can give us whatever you want. You take your hand-me-down clothes. You know, we'll pay you for it. But we'll take what you give us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Ryan Marble chatting, just chatting about things. I think that may be his agent. Is that his agent?
I can't tell. We'll have to ask him when he gets back on.
His lady friend?
That's Stan, right? Oh, it could be. Yeah.
His lady friend.
She may actually be his agent. Women are allowed to be agents in collaboration.
They changed rules just a few years ago.
Yeah, it's a very advanced sport. We're very ahead of the times.
Controversial, but I think people are starting to get a little more adjusted to it. You know, people are starting to come around.
The next big controversy is, though, that there's been a couple dogs that have requested to be agents, but so far the Apostles have said no. Like, what would you say about that, James? What is the Apostles' official word?
Define free agents, Paul.
Well, I would say free agents are agents that possess freedom. Freedom!
Listen, boy, I fought in Nam and the other war. You don't know nothing about freedom.
No, nothing.
You don't know nothing about freedom. I am tired of how those who sleep under the very blanket of freedom that I provide and being questioned by them. And the manner in which I give it to them. I would rather you just say thank you and go on your way. Because I don't give a darn what you think you are entitled to. You want the truth?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth! Oh! and the franchise can't handle Team Chef right now. But it looks like something's happened that was rather apocalyptic. Franchise are going to fight for this one. I know they're going to want it. I know they want it like a Ben David Saber wants a green balloon.
Well, like a child wants a puppy on Christmas.
Like a puppy wants like a puppy wants food.
Like a dog wants to be a free agent.
Like a free agent wants to be free. Like a water bottle needs to be. Like a microphone needs to be
talked into.
Like Peter wanting to get there.
Is everything okay? It's like Pacho has had a major crampage. He's just struggling to walk right now. You can see him trying to get a foot on the ground. It's not easy.
Drugs.
All those come from anyway.
Can't handle the truth, man. Can't handle it. Can't handle it. In the words of James, you can't handle the truth.
Pacho Friedman was really disadvantaged going into this match. Very disadvantaged. Got very little sleep preparing for a speech at a convention today. And I have no doubt that there will be controversy over the events of that. And you can bet that the Flap Attack will be playing with just a splintered chip on their shoulders. One that cuts and bites on that alley of flappery. Don't you think?
I couldn't agree anymore.
It's glad to have your support. I am glad to have your support.
That is good. That is good.
Andrew Eden is really just padding his stats tonight with the blood of the franchise. He was about in the 30s with his wallops after just 2 matches. And you gotta be thinking he's making a case for 60, 70? I don't even know, man. It's gotta be close.
It's up there.
Where does it stop? I don't know. It stops.
That was Sam.
It stops in week 4. It stops in the postseason. One way or another, win or lose. That's where it's gonna stop.
Now you gotta wonder, where does he pick up on this stuff? Where does he learn? Does he practice?
It's heard neither here nor there. It's whispered in one room and then in another.
Does he have something that can't be taught? Is there an intangible set of skill to flappery?
That has given him some 35 wallops and a thug rating of 78.22.
I mean, you gotta wonder where he's learned to play like that. I mean, you don't just pick that stuff up, do you?
I mean, it makes you sit. It makes you wonder.
I mean, I guess just some people have it, some don't.
What are they putting in his cashews?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's working.
Clearly.
Clear as clearness. And
Abby, will you get Ben to run score for us?
Ben, run score for us.
Oh, and a nice disallowance there. Both by Friedman. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Jesse. Friedman. I know your name is Friedman. Friedman, Eaton, and then it comes back, and then Jonathan Rice again. They just really all contributed that time. Is this an all-around mob? I mean, are they one-dimensional, or can they spread the duck out?
They spread it out.
Oh, and that one's gonna go betwixt.
I think that's refreshing. It's a nice breath of fresh air to see it. It's not overly.
It's not a blowout. It's not a blowout.
It's not a blowout. A team that can handle themselves, that can pass, that can work well together. I think that's a refreshing. It's a breath of fresh air.
We did see Andrew Eaton kind of just take the reins and say, "Dogs, against the Legion, I'm just gonna kind of steer this ship," and that's really kind of what happened. He really sort of took control of that match, and he may be doing this in this game as well. I was more asking for, and I'm not really sure of how well they're splitting up, but it's working. It works.
We're just told that 5 minutes remaining, and currently tied 1-1.
Currently tied 1-1. Franchise has got an opportunity here. They've got an opportunity here. Oh! Opportunity! Disallowed by Tyler Jennair. I mean, I'm just being true to dialect.
Yes.
If we're gonna say Tyler, we ought to say Jenny or.
Some people can't handle that freedom, but I mean that truth. But
Yeah,
you know
no,
what?
that's freedom. That's what freedom is. Freedom is pronouncing your ers, ayers, partayer, Cameron.
You know, sometimes I think you can be a little bit biased.
Embarrassing.
What about the dogs? You can't pronounce air. What about they don't have the vocal cords? I think that's a little bit.
Are you making a Gentile slur?
Or are you, sir?
Maybe I am.
Maybe he isn't. The truth is unbearable.
Problems with people who are Gentiles. Have you ever thought that might be the case? No? I don't know. You don't know me. Oh, and clearly the franchise is knowing the pain of that turkey bacon melt. I meant no disrespect there, Paul. We're all fun-loving dogs out here. DAWG. S. Yeah. I have problems with changing the suffixes for the plural. That is a suffix. Is it a suffix?
The truth is unbearable.
The truth is unbearable. It is a bear.
Of unbearable, not bearable, no bearable.
They are not able to bear that un.
No.
That un will not be born by them.
It will not be bared by.
It will not be born, birthed, or even bared in the sense of removal of clothing.
Not here.
None of those things are going to happen. Ryan Marble, who says, I will determine what happens with this match. I am the captain of my thuggery. Its going to and forth shall be determined by the wings of my flaps, and none other shall pass through but for the merit of my own mind. And now it's a 6-way party. Looks like the franchise are going to win that. Ryan Marble. Oh, pizza. Oh, it's not real. It's not real. Oh, Ryan Marble.
I believe.
Not in his. Will you get a time check for us? More of that. It was there. And they are calling it 5-2 on behalf of Team Chef. With a certain amount of time left. Ryan Marble, can he do it? Oh no! Oh, disallowed! But Ryan Marble just disallows it also. Johnson is trying to make do.
Bravo, Mayan.
Oh, and Eden's getting that. What can he do? Oh! It's not real! It's not real! Oh! Oh! Can they make do? Can they do it? Can they make him pay? Oh! 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 It's Tyler Lamb. He says, if you guys can't do it, I'll do it for you. I'll do it. Coach, I can do it. I care. I want it bad.
2 minutes, 8 seconds.
2 minutes. 2 minutes left in this second composure of the final match of the IFL regular season. It looks like Brian Marvel's getting it. Oh, too high. Oh, and
That was a juice period.
Eden stood up. Eden stood up. Eden. I can't see. There's nothing left.
Man, 49 minutes. But that's all going to change.
Oh! They make them pay!
Cameron,
They
it has
make them pay! The franchise
It
steps on
has
the...
changed. It has changed.
There's no going back.
There's
The
no going back.
The franchise steps on the throats of Chef and say, you guys want to play against the rules, we're going to make you pay.
Make them pay.
Until you have paid the last iota.
The last iota.
Mixed up my synoptics there.
Accepted synopsis.
Semantics.
Semantic synoptics.
Semantics.
Semantics.
I don't know if there's other word.
Semantics.
Ben, I need you to do more.
I'm sorry.
I understand. I'm not mad at you, dog. It's just, I think you're so great that I just can't help but have more. Ryan Marble! Oh! Oh! No! It is real! It's real! 6-5. They took the lead. It's not like they don't not have the lead. They are losing.
They aren't even tied. The other mob isn't even tied.
We got.
The franchise is winning 6-5.
We have 1 minute and 33 seconds left in this composure.
You realize the eschatological implications of this.
What does this have to do with bowel movements?
Oh man, who's gonna come out of this tunnel? Oh, looks like the franchise escapes with their eyes clear, their hearts full, their bellies satiated.
Oh, I get it now.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Ryan Marble is fine. Oh, one thing you gotta be thinking: if they make it out of this second composure, you know who's gonna be playing chimney for the upstart franchise, and Chef has gotta be terrified. Haven't they? Got to be.
They have got to be terrified.
Oh, Marble gets it. Oh, he wanted it. Oh, you can tell on his posture that he clearly,
undoubtedly,
without reserve, wanted that.
Doubt that is on.
We're calling it 6-5. Oh, and they're punching at it, sort of. Jenner is fighting for position, giving it to his team, his mom mate. Can he make do? Yeah.
He made do.
45 seconds. It's a tie match.
Tie 6-6.
40, 39, 37, 30. I'm not gonna make it. Oh man, where is this going? They're not going anywhere.
Struggle and Jenner stays focused.
Gets it.
The heart is pouring out.
Mason Landis says, that was tape, dog. 8 seconds left. 7-6. Because there's an 8 in it, and you're not. I didn't really hear you, so that's.
19.
Huh?
It's 19.
Okay, I heard 18. Goober.
Kind of
like how many walls we scored on you.
Oh.
That was window. That was ceiling. Look, have you heard the story of the guy who makes wings and he flies to the sun? I'm not gonna do that.
Cramping.
7-6.
My hammy.
7-6. How is Chef? Okay, no, I get it. It makes sense. Chef is playing a real solid game here, but Ryan Marble, just choked on that one there, but he really wanted it. I give him credit, and he's getting it. Oh, get into it. This is huge.
The love, the heart.
Jenner looked him in the eyes as he fell. I mean, he fell like Dumbledore. He didn't fall like anyone else, but he looked at him and he said, "You can try your leg blocker curse on me. You can try your body bind, your full body bind, but you will not pass. You won't pass."
There is 1 second left.
Oh my! Oh.
This is too much.
1 second. Why is this
Too
always
much.
happen?
Too
Why
much.
does this always happen? And Tyler Leha will wisely call the sermon break.
No, he's straight in.
There's 1 second left in the game, and the corn is flying so thick that it can not even be seen the playing field.
Yeah. It's just coagulating in the cornbread, combining with the water, and I don't know if it requires yeast, but something's getting in there.
Something's in there, and we don't even know because the corn's so thick, we can't see nothing.
Right. It is important to emphasize the thickness of the corn. Right, Cameron?
Absolutely.
And how has the weather changed in this second composure?
The sun's coming out, boys. The sun is coming out.
Oh, man. Paul, can they do this? Can they do this?
I don't know. 1 second is an
this
awful
real
low
life?
time to score. I think if there is going to be a score, it's going to be a Santa that happens on the flat cross.
Okay.
Is this real life?
You guys,
Is this real life?
I don't know.
Is this just
These are just
fantasy?
real questions.
last week we saw the franchise just mount an amazing comeback to stun Team Chef in overcomposure and claim that by a wallop in overcomposure. And now it looks like Team Chef is 1 second away from the playoffs. Let's do this. Stop. They stopped. And nothing happened. It's all set. They go into the playoffs. Number four.
The unthinkable has happened. Team Chef moving on to the playoffs in the fourth spot.
It's just.
The losers have clawed their way to the top. We have a Slumdog Millionaire.
Words of wealth, words of
From the blood and the filth, they went in there and they got their knees dirty and cut and bruised. And just
we have Tyler Jenner sitting here with us.
Oh my God, Tyler Jenner, tell me about that Reichenbach ball you employed to stop the tying wall.
I mean, I was really just pulling in my inner Jesse Friedman. You know, I mean, you give anything for the team for the win, okay?
She does.
Flip that. Want to flip that? You guys want to flip that? Jesse Friedman.
I don't think. Oh, we are on. Okay.
Yeah, we are flipping the camera.
How is it?
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Stand like.
Jesse, talk to me about just how this season has gone. Give me the season of your story. The story of your season in one word.
You did do really well.
Underperformance.
That was good.
Yet, reach our highest peak. The addition of three minutes, double minutes. I think we're about there. And we plan on being completely there by our next match. Most likely, I think it's definitely at this point against Flap Attack.
So, just tell me, compare the heartbreak of last week, and just the triumph of having in that final second.
Well, I think it's just really interesting. I think we have to say this was of Josiah Friedman, who is not with us. He is in Florida at the moment, and so we were just we were doing this in his honor. So I think that was the motivation for our victories today. Do you have any other questions for me,
Jesse? What color are your elbows
Real
right now?
mobmanship.
Well, it depends on the place, because like this isn't that bad actually.
So
Andrew is much worse.
Okay.
How do you feel about the ceiling rule?
I feel like absolutely no one actually likes it. So, and therefore it should be considered for banishment.
And Tikaloma, you don't really know.
Yeah.
Really good rule. It's awesome.
It should be abolished.
It's among the best rules.
I don't think we're gonna break the ceiling.
It's an
I have to confess that I don't believe that will happen. So.
All right. So, Andrew Eaton, we'd like to chat with you. Andrew Eaton, you're 2-1.
Andrew's Eaton.
You are 2-2 in your all-time starts.
Dude, you did that.
What could this mom have done with you on board?
I mean, I don't know, man. We started out and we had no idea what we could do, man. I mean, we just had no idea.
No idea.
But I mean, teamwork just came together. And we worked together and we dived. And we just kept rolling with it. I mean, we didn't change it. We didn't change what it last time, and we got close with the franchise last time. I mean, so we got our group. We figured it out.
Right.
You know, it was a little late.
Right.
But it was not too late because I mean, we figured it out. We came back. So we got this.
All right. What's your preparation going to be in the next 2 weeks for your semifinal matchup against the Flap Attack?
I'm doing what I always do: eat junk food and rest.
Okay. And that's Andrew Eaton
Right there.
making a serious candidate for Thug of the Week.
I give it to him. Or maybe even Ryan Marcus.
Well, it's been an interesting season. Tyler Leha, you want to talk to me a little bit?
That was a good game played by all. I'm gonna have flashbacks to this moment for the next couple of weeks. This is a little rough, but life goes on. The spirit of the game goes on, and I still have friends to cheer.
Tyler, talk to me about Ryan Marble and your thoughts on that.
Ryan Marble, he did fantastic. This was his. I mean, it seems like we're known for bringing in first comers.
You bring in some fresh talent, dog.
We bring in some fresh talent.
I got to give you that.
I mean,
You are a development machine.
we wouldn't call ourselves that, but at the same time, I mean, Ryan did fantastic. The first game we played against Jaybirds, he was just getting his stride. The second game, he found it, he accomplished it, and he made us proud. He made himself proud, and I'd say that's some really good flapper that was played tonight.
Tyler, talk to me about next season, the next few tourneys that come around.
The next few tourneys,
Tell me what's going to happen, man.
I'm ready for some new blood, for more blood to be shed, and to see what is going to happen, because my fate is not in my own hands.
Sovereignty.
Amen to that, brother.
Well, Tyler, it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you for having me, James, and it's been a pleasure playing in the league.
You've been courageous.
Thank you. And back to you.
Well, the saga ends tonight, folks. Team Chef finally makes due on their long-made promises to beat the Bullies at their own game. The Bullies being every single mob in this league who's just tread upon them. Well, they capped off a night that was, if anything, a little bit really exciting. Wait, other way around. If nothing, it was a little bit exciting, okay? If everything, it was a life-changing thing. Abigail?
Lives have been changed. Yes, James.
Lives were changed.
What's up?
Hi.
Hey, James.
Either way, so we watched a critical big elimination match in the first match of the day between Chef and the Legion of Legends. Basically, the mob that lost was not going to be entering the playoffs. And, I think the favorites probably were the Legion of Legends, or was the Legion of Legends, but Team Chef went out there and really just took it from him. Right from him. Andrew Johnson just went into overdrive and really established himself as that chimney for his mob who can make something out of nothing.
Yes, sir.
We watched the Jaybirds beat the franchise. We watched the Chumbawambas beat the Flap Attack. And then we went on to see the match that would decide really everything. The fate of the entire league and the championship and everything. Really, basically, it had implications for democracy in Arizona and our democratic state process and things like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure,
It was important.
It was important.
Yeah.
It was.
So, on behalf of the IFL, I'm Tatum Landis.
I'm James Anderson.
And you've been watching the Flaperical Broadcasting Network. Thanks, and have a good night. Mike!